I will call the meeting of Public Works, City of Menasha Public Works to order. And my 30 seconds training here, we'll see what happens. So well, I'll be patient. Clerk, will you call the roll?
And as I call your name, if you would just mark your, on your unit that you are present also, if you say it. So Alderman Sevenick?
Here.
Alderman Collier?
Here.
Alderman Kruger?
Here.
Alderman Zielinski?
Here.
Alderman Grotti?
Here.
Alderman Benner?
Here.
Alderman Nichols?
Here.
Alderman Taylor?
Here. Item C, minutes to approve, July 5th to 2017. Alderman Zielinski,
I move to approve the minutes of July 5th, 2017.
Second.
second by Alderman Kruger. All in favor? Aye, but I guess we have to push the button here too.
Can you tell who hasn't voted on it?
Pardon me?
It shows who hasn't voted on it. So somebody hasn't voted.
James, you didn't vote.
It's you.
I did. I pushed this blue button here, the
Yeah,
positive.
it's, push it harder. You haven't hit it apparently. There you go.
Becky, that's your job.
Motion carried on roll call 8-0.
Thank you, Clerk. Item D, communications. PWS Brown Fall Newsletter and bulky item tags. Mr. Montour, could you help us, give us a little explanation here for the public and the council?
Basically, in a nutshell, the way that I understand it, the bulky item tags that were distributed along with recycling schedules and things like that in December every year, hand-delivered by PWF crews, that information and those bulky tags would be distributed in the fall newsletter. So there would not have to be the delivery by the PWF personnel door to door.
Okay. So the public will receive that in the mail? Is that what you're saying?
They'll receive it in the newsletter from the city.
From the city in the mail?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions on this item? Let's see, Alderman Zielinski.
Thank you. With it being mailed out instead, would this increase the postage? Is that in there?
Could you pull your mic a little closer? Thank you.
Is that what that postage is, that current, with newsletter and then current, is that the difference with the postage?
Yes, I believe so.
Increase? Okay. Because of the weight of the postage being delivered. Yep.
It doesn't show the order, does it, Mayor, that people chime in on?
You can pick whoever you want.
It should show an order, I'd rather be respectful to who chimed in first, but Alderman Nichols?
Alderman Kruger says the blinking one. Is it?
That's right, Kevin.
There we go.
Okay, we'll go to Alderman
All right.
Kruger.
I think I got it.
You got it?
Thank you, Mr.
I didn't
Chairman.
collect it, oh. Alderman Benner.
Thank you. Tim, it says just the bulky item tags, but is the recycling schedule and those things coming in that packet as well? Like the typical packet that we would get, is that coming with that mailing as well?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman? Mr. Chairman, I just want to make sure there's not incorrect information going out. We cannot send a specific schedule to each household because there are 8 or 10 different schedules. So we do plan on just including the stickers within that packet, and there is a place on the website that anyone can type their address in and get their schedule like they've been getting in the past. And if they do not have internet access, we'd be happy to mail them a special one just for themselves as well.
Thank you for that.
I stand corrected.
Still want you to have incorrect information out there.
Alderman Kruger?
Yeah, thank you very much. I just had one quick question. It says that there were 250 man-hours dedicated to delivering these to each household, which actually equals one full-time employee, 6.25 weeks. I mean, is that, I mean, it just as a shock, you know, as a shock to me, it literally did take that long and that much manpower just to get these delivered door to door?
Yes, in fact, there were some winters, depending upon if we had early snows, the engineering department was helping out with delivery as well.
Okay.
There's a lot of man hours. Well, you can imagine that the Public Works personnel were stuffing you know, you got the plastic bag that they hang on the door. They were stuffing all the information in there, then distributing it and going out on the different routes and delivering.
So, thank you. I said, because I think that's something that the public needs to know on the man-hour savings alone, how huge this is and what time-consuming it was for city employees to be able to get them door to door. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kruger. Mayor, I would hope when it's put in there that it's in bold print in larger print for the elderly that have a problem with sight, that it says, if you do not have a computer, you know, call this number to have a copy mailed to them. So I would hope that's put very large and bold, just to help out the people with poor sight, and that doesn't have a computer.
Sure, we'd be happy to do that, and
Okay.
it will be on the back cover of the newsletter as well, so people don't throw their newsletter away not realizing that they're in there, and we'll do some other public relations and press releases and social media things as well.
We'll have a motion to accept the communications. No? Okay. Item E, discussion action items, street use application. Alderman Zelinski.
Yes, I move to approve the street use application of Menasha High School Homecoming Parade Friday, October 6, 2017, 5:30 PM to 6:15 PM.
Seconded by Alderman Severnick. And
No, it was Steve.
my light came on the computer here for you.
Because I put my, because we're not using your.
Second by Alderman Kruger. Okay, I saw your light, I thought you seconded. Okay. Usually we take a voice vote on this, there's no doubt, so all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then hit your button here so we have that.
Are you going to do roll call or voice vote, Alderman Taylor?
I did the voice vote, but I had also asked them to press the buttons like the mayor had asked before.
Oh, okay, then I have to put it under the, okay. Okay, you should be all. Motion carried on roll call 8-0.
Okay. Item 2, since we have a change order, I would like to have Mr. Montour tell us exactly what's going on with that.
If you look at the bid tabulation sheet in your packets, you can see where some of where the larger items in the change order are. The surface course paving, the binder course paving are two of the larger ones, as well as the concrete curb and gutter. The asphalt pavement out on Province Terrace, That's where we're matching in on Province Link and matching in on Midway Crossing. We had to go back a little further to get a good match with the new concrete pavement, so it would blend in a little nicer. So that's why you see some of those quantities a little larger. The 24-inch concrete curb and gutter, that was typically in the business entrances, the driveways to the businesses, and we had to go back a little further in especially the dental office driveway, take some more curb and gutter and some asphalt pavement to get a nice blend going into the driveway, so it wasn't too steep. Basically, when we pull the quantities for the project, we make an estimation with the topography that we have, but when we get into the real world and things are actually as built, being the sidewalk or the pavement in the field, we don't want to exceed what their driveway entrance was as far as slope-wise. We do have maximums that we go by, our standards, and we try to adhere to those. So the actual as-built or once something is in the field with construction, adjustments have to be made. And that's where some of these numbers are. With that said, the change order is approximately, well, it's $10,129.02. We still are well under the original budget amount that we had for it. And because we had some very competitive bids for this project, so we are looking good as far as budget numbers on the project itself.
Do you know how far we're under budget?
Well,
Approximate.
the budget estimate was $408,720, and right now we're at $303,202.36. Like
Can
I
you
said,
expect that to go up much?
no, we're pretty much finalizing Province Terrace now. I don't have the final, now the bid tabulation I have is for the change order, but I don't know if that is included in the final payment number 3 or not.
Okay.
Because we have a change order of 10,000, but I believe the $303,202.36 is the final, which is what your final payment on option number 3 is, or item number 3 on the agenda tonight.
Okay. Alderman Grady.
I just have a question for you. I don't know what the tolerance or on budgeting processing. If you're going to be under the budget to begin with, to bring something up for 1-2% over your original quotes or something, but you're still under budget, does that always have to come to the council? I mean, is there some leeway here where, hey, we're under budget, you don't have to show all this?
Well, I
Initial
believe
expense all the time?
any expenditure has to come through the council, change order or
Change order.
payment.
A change order would,
Yes.
but not, okay. So if you still were under budget and there was no change order, this would have been a mute issue. This would not
Well,
have
there
come
would not have
forward.
been a change order, but there would have been a final payment estimate that would have to come through the board and come through the council.
Okay, thank you.
Alderman Benner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tim, down towards the south end of our trail that's there, we have at least 2 locations where we have fire hydrants that are approximately 3 to 4 feet into the trail. Is there going to be any more of that where we have fire hydrants coming up in the trail itself?
We had actually in the in the part of Province Terrace that was constructed this year, not the trail, but the pavement, the concrete pavement, sidewalk, and the trail up behind the Festival of Foods. All of those hydrants had to be moved as well. And that was prior to the sidewalk going in. Waverly had to obtain easements to move their hydrants out of the sidewalk location. We typically, by ordinance, we have to have at least 4 feet of clearance on a sidewalk, but we want to get obviously as close to 5, that's 5-foot wide sidewalk. So we worked with Waverly and they moved the hydrants prior to the construction. Now on the south end, that was the city crews that actually put it in. And when the utilities were installed, the water main, the sanitary, and the storm, I don't know what the reasoning for the placement of the hydrants, where they were located, or why they were located at the place they were. The 8-foot wide trail is basically, the back of the trail is on the right-of-way line. That's where we typically will put a trail or a sidewalk. Now, when final construction comes in, are we going to have Waverly move the hydrants as they did on the other end? I would imagine we would look at that and have them locate them outside, either outside the right-of-way or in the terrace area if we had enough terrace area.
I really think we need to make some steps to get those moved, because I just envision the folks that are going to use the trail are families with kids on bikes and things like that, and typically they're kind of riding side by side and stuff, and I see those fire hydrants sticking into those trails the way that they are as being kind of dangerous, and especially if anybody's down there at night or something. And not only that, but looks like we don't know what we're doing. And I think they need to be moved, and if there's something we can do to make that happen, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you.
We can talk with Waverly and see what if anything can be done. I don't know what the terrace area width is in there, but we can look at it.
If you wouldn't let me know, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
As far as the location of why they were put originally where they were, as you know, that the north end of the trail or the north end of the street changed to match some of the south. So years ago when it was constructed, I can't answer that. I don't know.
I'll entertain a motion on the change order of Summers Construction. Alderman Zelinski.
The new director had, I think, something to say before.
Oh, okay, let me back up here. And you're already on, so.
Yes. Thank you. Just thought it's something, it's been a couple hours, I think I should say something, since I have something to, typically on the contracts for things like this for construction projects, if it is over budget, then it probably should come to the committee for a recommendation to exceed the budget which you set for a certain project. If it's for a change order, which is above what the original contract was approved at, then it could come to the committee and for the council for approval. But if it's for installment payments for every single payment coming through, it would not be necessary. If it's for like a final recap and if it's under budget, my recommendation would be it would not be necessary unless the department felt it was important to just recap and tell you this is where the project costs came in at, this is where it came in under budget. That would be fine. But it would not be necessary. And I haven't had a chance to talk with the Public Works Department yet on this, so there might be some things that you maybe have been seeing in the past, just in protocol of how things have gone before, that we might see maybe a few more items that may not be necessary on future agendas.
Everybody's got a name tag. I don't see your name tag in front of you.
It must have fallen.
I just wanted to introduce you to the public.
Oh, they took them, Stephanie
Okay.
took them away already, I think, so. So,
In a nutshell, folks,
there we go.
in a nutshell, folks, that's our new financial director,
Yes,
services,
yes.
administration. Okay. I did have a motion on the floor, or did you defer that? Okay, he did not say it. Alderman Bennett.
Cut me off. I think Alderman, there we go.
Try
Oh, there
that.
we go. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, first off, I think what our Administrative Services Director was talking about is this isn't necessary to be here, but I think this council likes, or this board likes transparency on where we're spending money and if things are changing, and it allows us to have dialogue on that. So I certainly respect and appreciate what you're saying, but I have a feeling once you come down to it, you're going to find that this body likes transparency. So at this time, I'd like to make a motion to forward on the council the change order for Summers Construction Contract Unit 2017-01, new street construction, including asphalt trail and concrete sidewalk for Providence Terrace from Providence Link to Midway Road for an addition of $10,129.02, and this is for change order number 1.
Is there a second? Was that? Okay. Alderman Zelinski, second of that. And for the new finance director, we don't like change orders, so it's don't interpret what Alderman Bender says as, but we don't like to see them, but we'd like to be aware of changes. Thank you. Any further discussion? All in favor? Well, and we'll take a roll call. There's dollars here.
Motion carried on roll call 8-0.
Item 3, payment of summer construction, contract unit 2017-01. Is there a motion? I'll entertain a motion. Alderman Zelinski.
Yes, I make the motion for the payment to Summers Construction Contract Unit 2017-01, new street construction including asphalt trail and concrete sidewalk, Province Terrace from Province Link to Midway Road, totaling $21,081.74, payment number 3 and final.
Second by Alderman Benner. Any further discussion? Alderman Collier. No? Okay. Seeing no further discussion, we'll take a roll call.
Motion carried on roll call 8-0.
Item 4, payment MCC Incorporated. Alderman Benner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, I make a motion to forward on to council the payment to MCC Inc., contract unit number 2017-02, new street construction, reconstruction, rehabilitation for various streets for $87,395.88. This is payment number 1.
Is there a second? Could you push your button when you do it, when you second? There, okay. Alderman Kruger, second that. Thank you. I can see it on the screen. Any further discussion? We'll take a roll call.
We're waiting for one person.
Mayor, I keep pushing this button here, and I've done it even different.
Use the wrong finger.
Motion carried on
I
roll
went in
call
a different
8-0.
way. Seeing no further business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Okay, Alderman Kruger,
I make the motion to adjourn.
okay. Is there a second? Second. Mr. Grady, Alderman Grady, second that. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned.
Broadcasts of the City of Menasha Administration Committee. Board of Public Works, and Common Council meetings are produced by University Studios of the University of Wisconsin-Fox Valley. Menasha residents and interested parties can obtain information about these meetings and meeting agendas from the city website, www.cityofmenasha-wi.gov. Expression of opinions regarding City of Menasha issues or about these broadcasts can be made by contacting the mayor's office, 920-967-5117. Contacting their city alderman. Contact information appears on the website. Completing the electronic feedback form on the website. All public portions of the meetings are recorded in entirety and are not edited for playback.